Okay folks, I'm going to help some of you out here. This is the Feel-Free Lure 13.5. Just installed the Feel-Free Overdrive kit. Take the instructions and throw them away. They're no good for a 13.5. Well, I say that. There is a little bit of useful information for the seat and the hand rudder. So, as you can see, there's my bracket. Yeah, the template does not work for a 13.5. Take it, throw it away. It's very, very hard to get to the nuts right here. You have to go through your hatch. I completely took my hatch cover off. Lay down in there, you can finally reach them. I suggest elevating the front of the boat higher than the back. It makes it a whole lot easier. The washers will not stay on there by themselves. If you elevate the front of the boat, it helps. As you can see, I have my mat out because this guy, the hand steer, let me walk around the other side and I'll show you. First, let's look at the seat. The seat adjustment, no problem. Easy install. I've got it loose right now because I got my mat out. I had a rudder kit on my kayak before I started. That's all good. The hand adjustment, if you follow the directions, I believe it's 4 inches to here, where my finger is, my mark right there, will not work with a 13.5. You have this gap, you have no meat for this screw that's right there. So I had to slide it up just I don't know, half an inch or so. So that's no big deal. It installed fairly easy after I figured that out. All this is good. These nuts right there, I suggest putting a couple drops of super glue in there, letting it get set before you even try to mount this. When you try, that's why my mat is out. When you stick this in, if you don't get everything just right, them nuts will fall out on you and they're bye-bye underneath the mat. I needed to clean mine anyway, so it's all good. So everything works like it's supposed to. My tensioner, which is right here, is fairly tight. The bungee cord over there wants to pull it to the right side pretty hard, so you have to have your tensioner fairly tight. No big deal, I can live with that. Okay, now I'm going to get some assistance running the phone and I will show you how to stick the overdrive in. My suggestion is set your overdrive in first. Forget about the bracket right now. Set your overdrive in. There's little rubber shims that go on either side of the plate that sits in here. I got one up towards the front, one back towards the back on either side. Made it good and snug on the inside. Set your overdrive in, drop your plate down right on top of it, and then line it up according to the adjustment screws that tighten it up and down. Line it up according to that. Mark your holes, drill them. I had to cut the top part off, and I will show you my lid. My lid will not work. Just found that out yesterday. The dealer and myself figured that out. He said there's a new lid for it. So after quite a few dollars on the pedal system, now I find out I have to buy a new lid. So just a little heads up on there, it's going to be an extra cost for you guys. The lid is not very expensive, no big deal. I just wish I'd have known up front. So let me show you how this installs and I'll give you a little more detail. I'm just trying to help you guys. I didn't have any instructional video whatsoever on a 13.5 when I installed mine. 11.5, no problem. They show it going in and out super easy. 13.5, whole different ball game.